Hey, this is Carl and welcome to another monthly episode of Statues I Wish I Could Afford. In this video, I'll be showing you guys a summary of all the cool stuff featured this month in the weekly World of Custom Statues, as well as statues that I did pre-order or paid for follow-up payments. So let's start the list. First on the list of interesting statues this month is this Spider-Man fighting the Sinister Six. This is not a 1/6 scale statue, they are all fully quarter scale statues. Expect this statue to be very massive and of course a bit expensive. You're paying for 7 quarter scale statues after all. This massive centerpiece is also set to ship soon. Next is we have this Batman and Joker statue. I think this could also be a diorama, but the concept is unique for sure. You have a quarter scale Batman and of course a life-size Joker head or bust at his back. Very nice centerpiece to your Batman collection. Next, the prototype of this Colossus vs Juggernaut has just been revealed, and I think this is set to ship soon. And this is obviously a sold out statue, and rightfully so. The tattoos might not be for everyone, but I do like the unique addition to this statue. And hey, you can always use the original torso if you don't like it. Next is we have this Emma Frost on throne full reveal. I really love the throne they chose here. It's quite unique as it's usually just a sofa or a chair. Love they went with a crystallized throne and even gave her a crystallized portrait as well, which I think hasn't been done before yet, but I know someone has custom painted his sideshow to have that specific portrait. Very creative for sure. I'm not quite sure yet if there's a 1/3 Ironman line out there yet from licensed studios, but I'm pretty sure that Queen Studios is doing a life-size Ironman, a half-scale, and a quarter-scale Ironman, and Sideshow also has the half-scale. So I think there's definitely room for this 1/3 Ironman line. Definitely looking forward to seeing more of this line. Hopefully they'd be able to at least do all the famous or good armors. Next is we have this Kingpin and it is almost ready to ship. This is a sold out statue and I think you can see why. I think there has been 2 Kingpins that came out recently. One was a serious looking one and this one is a fun looking one, but both of them are museum type statues. Next is probably the best AoA or Age of Apocalypse Magneto, though you can still mistaken this to be an ordinary looking Magneto because of the almost the same costume and colors. But anyway, I love the sculpt and the paint looks so vibrant. I love all the portraits that come with this statue as well as its switch out arms and hands. The base though is a bit unknown to me, but I'm guessing this is still a Sentinel. I think this is the only version of Magneto that I don't have yet in my collection or on pre-order. I think this is the only Hugh Jackman Logan statue around. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this for sure has the most accurate portrait of them all. This is the Logan statue you want in your collection. If only this has a comic portrait switch out, then I think this will be a perfect Logan statue. Prototype of this Quasar was also revealed this month. I think there's not a lot of fans of this character. I honestly don't even know him. I only pre-ordered this because it's part of a line I was collecting. But collecting Marvel cosmic characters is really fun. Plus, he doesn't really take up much space like the others before him in this line. Next is we have the prototype reveal for this Romulus. Honestly, these guys resemble Wolverine a lot, but just have different type of claws. Anyway, nonetheless, the sculpt looks amazing, and of course, as well as the paint job. I do love the base as well. I always love bases like this. They are small but still tells a lot, and still has a lot of details unlike the regular black round museum type of base. Prototype is also revealed for this museum type She-Hulk. I think this is one of the best She-Hulk available right now. Sculpt looks pretty good and clean, and the overall statue doesn't take up much space too. But I think the paint on the portrait, or specifically the eyes, could be better. But I'm pretty sure the factory will be using decals anyway, eliminating my concerns. This Spiderman Beyond and of course the OG blue-red version was just recently revealed, and of course pre-order is also open. This is the first time I've seen this version of Spider-Man. I'm still on the fence if I should pre-order one for my Spidey collection, since I might not be able to see this specific version of him again. Maybe I'll revisit the thoughts when I see the prototype. Next is we have a diorama of Spider-Man fighting Lizard. Though you can also buy Lizard as a solo statue. Sculpt definitely looks pretty good, lots of details and textures for both Spider-Man and Lizard. For your information, this is a series of Spider-Man versus villain statues. First one was Spider-Man fighting Venom, and the second one was, well, Iron Spider-Man still fighting Venom, and this is the third in that line. Next is we have the full reveal for this Stryfe on throne. By looking at the statue, I already know this is gonna be quite massive. It will require a lot of space. Lots of details added to the base, making it almost like a diorama. This is also the first time I've seen this character made. Glad that studios are venturing out into more rare characters rather than the usual ones. Last on this list is we have this Weapon X. We have some work in progress on its prototype, but I think this is already like 90 to 95% done. So it's technically the reveal for me. Hoping to see more proper photo shoots of this Weapon X, but honestly it's already looking pretty good. This is sculpted by Alejandro Pereira, so if you know the name, then you'll definitely know you're getting quality. Next will be statues that I pre-order or paid for follow-up payments. First is I pre-ordered this Garnet from the Final Fantasy IX game. I think there's not a lot of Final Fantasy fans in the channel, but I do hope I'd be able to see more of you guys here that does. I love Final Fantasy and I love to play all their games. I actually try to play them, give some time to know the story. And the Final Fantasy 16 game also just came out. So who of you guys have already played it? Next is I paid for the final payment for this Grundy, so he will be shipping soon. I think Bane will be shipping soon right after, so my Arkham line is definitely progressing quite well. I'm really considering getting the Prime 1 Arkham Batman for this line, since I think most of my Arkham villains came from the Arkham game. I'm just a bit scared to go that rabbit hole. I might want more Batmans in the future if I do. And speaking of Prime 1, I just bought my first Transformer statue. I don't plan on collecting all of them, maybe just one Optimus Prime per movie. I'm a bit picky as I really want museum type poses for this specific line that I'm collecting. Anyway, I got the last night Optimus Prime from Prime 1. I obviously opted for the museum type base. I didn't go for the dynamic one because it kinda looks toyish in my opinion. And I'm hoping to pre-order the Peace Wars Optimus Prime, Optimus Primal from Prime 1. But looking at the review, I think it's gonna be quite expensive as it's a diorama. You have two characters in there. And since we are on the license stuff, I also pre-ordered this Spiderman Noir from Sideshow for my Spider-Man collection. This is the best Noir statue around in my opinion. I know his neck isn't possible in real life and he could already be dead by this type of pose, but I can live with that. Besides, this one is actually sculpted by Daniel Bell and really looking forward to getting it. And lastly, on the licensed statues I pre-ordered this month, well, not really pre-order, but I bought the XM Hulkbuster. Yes, I finally bought my final personal Grail statue. Now, I don't have any other statues that I'm actually looking for that I wanted to buy. I already have Sideshow's Thanos on Throne. Now, I have the XM Hulkbuster, and I already have that Wolf Killer OG Wolverine. I'm still gonna pre-order other stuff, but as for personal Grails, I'm already complete. And finally, I paid for the final payment for this Venom bundle kits. They are not shipping it though, but I just paid, I guess, the final payment in advance. They're just kits and I do still need them to be painted and I do need to wait a while for that to be done. But definitely looking forward to them as well as the other symbiotes that will be on this line. Let me know in the comments below on what you guys think of the pieces mentioned in the video. For more fan art and custom statue updates, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future content. I upload updates every Sunday, 1 PM Pacific Standard Time. Check this video out right here. I know you'll enjoy it as much as this one. This is Carl and see you in the next one.